All right. Ulivito tribe, welcome back to your 15th tribal council. We've got some jury members joining us, including Dave, who was voted out of the last tribal council. Remember that the jury is here only to observe. They will not unmute and say anything. And for those of you still in the game, you will not address the jury at any point. But with that being said, let's get things started. Andrew, you're immune tonight. How does that feel?
I think I feel pretty good about it. Last round was a little bit hectic, so coming into this one, I am glad that I have immunity around my neck. So yeah, I'm happy.
David, Andrew mentioned that tribal last time was hectic. Do you think tonight's tribal could be more hectic?
Last tribal was pretty hectic. I think this one could also be hectic, but last tribal was pretty hectic. I don't know.
And Amanda, how about you? When last round was hectic, did you hear a lot from other people, and how did that compare to this round?
Yeah, I heard a lot more last round. I think almost everyone except for Dave heard their name, and well, where's Dave now? And this round, 3 people talked to me. So, yeah.
So do you think it could be you tonight?
I think there's at least a 30% chance, yeah.
At least a 30% chance?
Yeah.
Wow. What about you, Chrissy? What do you think the odds are of you getting voted out tonight?
33%, just like
33%?
Amanda, at least.
So if both of you think you're a 33% chance, that means is there one other person who's 33% chance? And does anyone want to say that they think that's them?
Hi, Josh.
Hi, Jake.
I love you.
I love you too. So you think you're the other 33% chance?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm no math whiz, but I know 33% times 3 is only 99%.
34% chance. What the fuck?
You're 30%. So you think there's a 1% chance of some other plan happening where it's not the 3 of you going?
I mean, if y'all wanna vote with me, that'd be fucking dope. This round fucking sucked, Josh.
Do you want to talk more about why this round sucked?
You know, when we merged, I made a move. And it fucked up a lot of people's games. Chrissy, Amanda, Dave, Megan. And it's been on my shoulders since then. And maybe I'm just a fucking weirdo who and it sucks because I like everyone in this game. And this round, people just wouldn't even talk to me. I'm still a person. I am still a person. And you know what? One person had the respect to message me first. He knows who he is. I'm so sick of everyone just thinking I'm stupid and on the bottom. Yeah, I'm a bottom bitch, but I got a brain, you know? And earlier in this game, there was a round where I was convinced I was going. It was final 14. I was convinced I was going, and then someone stepped in and saved me. And this feels a lot worse than that moment. I feel so at the bottom, and I don't know what to do, and it sucks. I'm not good at these stupid games, and I don't know what to do. And I'm sorry I'm taking up tribal time.
No, take all the time you want. This is your chance. You're in the game. This is your time to speak. But Brian, Jake brought up a great point that regardless of whether you are or are not in the numbers, or you have immunities or you play advantages, this is a social game at its core. And how you make people feel when you vote them out is very important. Do you think that could be a factor in tonight's vote?
Yeah, I think that's always a factor. It's like, because once you get to the jury stage of the game, anyone who you're voting out is going to be on the jury. So the way you talk to someone, the way you treat someone is going to come into play when they vote at the end. So it's definitely a factor.
Taking that a step further, Scott, do you consider jury votes when you vote people out? If someone told you, for example, that they would vote for you over someone else, would you consider voting that person out even if they're a loyal person, a loyal ally?
I mean, at this point, at the end of the day, it sucks to vote people out in general. And when I vote someone out, I'm voting the person out that I feel like is the best decision to go that round. So I don't really, sometimes I feel like it might come, like jury votes may come into consideration, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what I think, like what you think is the best decision for that round.
Last round, Mike believed that the best decision for his game was to play his advantage and skip tribal. Do you think that could influence how people in this game or on the jury might view you, Mike?
It could. I mean, it expired then, so I'm like, I didn't want to waste it. But yeah, I mean, every move you make in the game, you're always kind of in the back of your head going, how is that going to either hurt or help in the long run? Because now we're at the point where, there is the jury, and yeah, every move makes a difference. So it's always in the back. It's always in the back of your brain.
Chrissy,
Production, I have a question.
we have an answer.
Can I whisper to Mike, please?
Sure.
Go for it. You whisper to Mike. But that's public information that Chrissy is now whispering to Mike.
You can ask me a question, but I'm just letting y'all know.
No,
I'm
I'll
about to
let you.
whisper.
I'll let you do your whispering. I'll ask someone
Okay,
else a
thank you.
question. I'll come back to you.
Can I whisper to Brian really quickly?
Go for it.
What do I do to whisper?
You can just type to her.
Oh,
Whispering just means that you can type to her.
I got
Okay.
you.
Yeah. So Brian, for the first time this merge, we've got, I guess what you would class as a live tribal, where people are whispering to each other minutes
I'd also
before
like
the
to
vote.
whisper to Jake, if that's okay.
Chrissy's going to whisper to Jake. Brian,
Okay,
does
thank
that
you.
make you nervous at all to see other people talking just minutes before we'll cast our votes?
Yeah, it adds a layer of paranoia because you see two people whispering, you're probably wondering what they're talking about, and you won't know unless you whisper to them to ask them. So yeah, it definitely adds a layer of paranoia and a layer of uncertainty.
Jake, I see your hand.
I love you. Can I
you
whisper
too.
to Megan because I miss her?
No, Megan is on the jury,
Oh,
and you are in the game. Andrew, what do you think your fellow players could be whispering about?
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of sad nobody wants to talk to me, but I don't know. Honestly, with this being the first time people are actually whispering, I'm glad I have immunity on my side. But who knows what they're talking about? I mean,
okay. I'll whisper to Andrew.
Hey,
Hey.
Jake's going to whisper to Andrew. So, Scott, as someone not involved in this whispering, right, a similar question to what I asked Brian.
Can I whisper to Brian then really quick?
Mike's going to whisper to Brian.
Yep.
Scott, when you see all these people around you whispering, does it make you want to join them, or does it make you want to maybe take a step back and let it all happen around you?
I'd also like to whisper to Brian.
Go for it.
I'm shitting my pants a little. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna sit here and
Can I whisper to Mike?
Go for it,
and,
kid.
And Brian?
I'm actually gonna whisper to Brian too, if that's okay.
Go for it.
All right. Go ahead, C-Mac. Or are you saying go for it?
Oh, I said go for it.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
whispering to Brian as well. So yeah, my question's over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll hold off on questions for a minute or two. Let you guys do a little bit of whispering before we reel this back in.
I'm so happy to have my immunity.
I'm so confused.
Josh, you picked the perfect tribal council to host.
I know this is a great one. Megan wanting to whisper to Dave on the jury. If you guys are on the jury, you can whisper to each other. I'll allow it. All right, a little taste of the Stephen Fishback. There's no votes from Cambodia. Except obviously we have no votes. No one's voted yet. But as we're all in the midst of this whispering, does anyone want to admit that plans are changing? Nobody.
I don't know a
I mean-
plan to begin with.
Nobody's whispering to me. So
Because nobody talked to me. We've been over this.
So I've heard from
Like,
Jake. I've heard from
part of me-
Amanda.
Part of me just wants to, like, I mean, it's public knowledge. Brian has an advantage. Part of me wants to throw it on him just so nobody is getting pissed off at me.
Brian, we've heard a lot of talk about this advantage of yours. Is it public knowledge what that advantage is? And if not, would you care to share?
Yeah, so I've had an advantage for a minute now. It's a coin flip. There's 2 coins. 0 coins means nothing. 1 coin means an idol for this round, and 2 means an idol for the future that I could either play or put in my pocket.
And are you planning to play that tonight?
It does expire tonight, so I will be playing it.
Does anyone else want to own up to any advantages that they may or may not have or may not be playing? Nobody.
no, ma'am.
Mike, when you see everyone hush about all of these advantages, or I guess more appropriately, a lack thereof, do you believe that?
I mean, it has. Well, I know I have a crap ton of disadvantages, but I don't know how many are actually left because I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It could. There's been so much extra stuff available that it's very hard to keep track of. So, I mean, we've had the advantages and disadvantages since the beginning with the Coliseum. So who knows what's left floating around out there and when it expires and when it doesn't. I don't know.
So it seems to me like a lot of the whispering has started to die down. Amanda, you mentioned that people weren't really talking to you today. Did you get to talk to some more people during this whispering, or was it a lot of that same radio silence?
No one's talked to me, so
No one?
Nobody
No.
whispered to me either. Minus Jake. Which,
Can I whisper
No
to
one
Amanda,
whispered to me.
please? This is
Go for it,
ridiculous.
Chris.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to say. I mean, nobody's really spoken to me either this round, but I'm just assuming. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna be quiet.
All right, by I was going to say by a show of hands, but Amanda and Chrissy turned their cameras off. Amanda and Chrissy, put your video back on. Please.
Okay,
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate it. By a show of hands, who is feeling more confident than when they walked into Tribal? Who is feeling more confident? And by a show of hands, who is feeling less confident than when they walked into Tribal?
Shut up, Andrew.
So, Jake, you're the only person who's not feeling less confident than when they walked in?
Well, I mean, I've been crying for the past 2 hours, so it's not that hard to feel slightly more confident. I mean, with all this whispering, I mean, these guys are smart. I think they know what's stupid and what's not. So if I get voted out tonight, then they're all just dumb.
On that glorious note, I think it's a great spot to ask if anyone else has anything else they'd like to share before we head in to vote.
Everyone hold on to your seats, I guess.
All right. At this point, we're going to begin to vote. CMAC will pull you guys in.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I want to whisper to Brian really quick.
What?
I'll allow it for a very short period of time, but once we begin voting and CMAC begins to pull you guys into the voting confessionals, all whispering will stop. All right, let me say that one more time. Once we are voting, no whispering will be permitted. And because we are prod and all seeing and in all of your prod conversations, we will know. All right?
Love it when Josh is stern.
I know, it's a good look, isn't it?
Can I whisper to Brian again, though, really quick?
Yep.
I'll allow it. Man, what a night for my...
I want to
Getting a workout over here.
I want to whisper to Dave so bad. I miss him.
Dave, I miss you. Sorry, we're not supposed to address the
Yeah,
jury.
that's Jerry pandering. We can't
I'm
have that.
sorry.
Scott, you look like you wanted to say something. You're muted, though.
Still muted.
Can I whisper to Brian one more time?
Yes.
Can I whisper to Amanda?
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
All right, if everyone's whispering, I'm whispering to Andrew.
Okay. I will let you guys. I will let you guys continue to whisper. As long as you guys want to scramble, I'll let you guys.
Have I already whispered to Scott, or do I have to say
No,
that again?
You haven't whispered to me yet.
You haven't whispered to me.
Jeremy's got a log of it in the
Nobody,
chat.
only Jake's whispered to me.
Hey,
No.
Chrissy, do
You are
need to
below
whisper
the
to me?
line I just put in. You can't
Chrissy, do you
whispering
need to
until you
whisper to
say
me?
it again. Jesus Christ.
So wait, hold up. I'm just open fucking discussion. Is it between me and Chrissy? If you want me to write down Chrissy's name, I'll do it. I don't give a shit. Integrity's gone.
Does anybody want to talk about what they're whispering about?
Really,
Just so we
Jake?
can-
Really?
I think we should have an open discussion with no whispering, because
After what I fucking did for you today, you would write my fucking name down?
I'm gonna whisper to you real quick.
Can I whisper to Andrew?
Go ahead. I'll allow another minute or two of whispering, and then I'm gonna put a halt to all of it so we can get to the vote.
Can I whisper to
All
David?
allowed to whisper then or no?
he's gonna
What was
put
that?
words on us
Are
and
we
shit,
all
so-
allowed to whisper?
You still gotta announce it.
You know what, Jake?
You have to announce
Jake,
it.
I'm going to be writing your fucking name down today. Okay? So if anyone wants to help me and get Jake out of this fucking game, let's do it.
I'm gonna whisper to Chrissy really quick.
I'm
Okay.
gonna whisper to Chrissy too.
I'm so confused.
I guess I'm gonna whisper to Chrissy now.
That might have been a mistake.
I guess we won't know
Please get back
if
on
anything was a
camera.
mistake until pen's put to parchment. Or in this case, it'll be Sharpie to printer paper.
Cameras, everyone.
Dying at Megan's reactions, but
Yes.
I'm whispering to Amanda.
Please, by the way, please try to stay on camera while you
I'm
guys are whispering.
I can't.
I
'Cause I'm on
can't
my-
either.
I'm on my
Those
phone.
darn mobile users. Mm-mm-mm. Jury, I hope you guys are enjoying the show.
Hey.
All right. Gonna allow another 30 or so seconds to wrap up whatever whispering you guys are doing.
I mean,
And
if y'all want to be sheep, then do it. There's no difference between a goat and a sheep because they both go ba. So have some fun. Make a move. Stop being cowards.
there's no difference between a sheep and a goat. Or was it a goat and a sheep? On that note, I'm going to ask you guys to stop all whispering. For real this time. Okay, hands up. Just so I can confirm. Everyone, hands.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
hands.
Any last minute questions, comments, or concerns before we head into the voting booth?
Fuck you, Jake.
Please don't vote me, please.
So again, for the duration of casting our votes, no whispering will be allowed. In fact, no whispers will be allowed until you guys return to your beat after tribal.
Oh, wait. I
Right.
forgot.
Thank you, Jake.
Fuck you.
I love you too.
I was talking
Right.
to
Fuck you.
At this point in time, CMAC's going to start pulling you guys into vote. I have the votes, all 8 of them. You guys excited? All right. At this time, if anyone has any idols or other advantages that they would like to play, now would be the time to do so.
Okay, I'm back.
Did you hear what I said, Brian?
Did you say the idol thing yet?
I said if you have idols or advantages that you would like to play, now is the time to do so.
I would like to play my parquet idol tonight, since it's
Okay. Brian has played the idol of parquet. You'll get 2 coin flips. Heads or tails, buddy?
Tails.
That is incorrect.
Oh my God.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
That is correct. You or somebody of your choosing will receive an unpassable immunity for the next round. Please decide now who you're giving that to.
I'm gonna give it to myself.
Okay.
All right, so Brian will be immune at the next tribal council. Is there anyone else that would like to play? Any idols or advantages tonight?
Jake, sweetie, if you have it, I think you're gonna need it. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
All right. So, hi everyone. You know, my good friend was voted out with an idol in his pocket. And I started saying, WWDD, what would Dave do? And it led me to this neat little necklace. And I think I'm gonna play it tonight on myself.
All right. Jake is playing a hidden immunity idol for himself. This is a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Jake will not count.
Josh,
David.
I am playing my hidden immunity idol.
David has also played a hidden immunity idol for himself, right? Correct, for yourself?
Bye, guys.
Yep.
Any votes cast for David will also not count. Last chance if anyone else would like to throw out an advantage. Going once, going twice. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Jake. Does not count. Second vote. Jake. Does not count. Third vote. Jake. Does not count. Fourth vote. Jake. Does not count. Fifth vote. Jake. Does not count. So we have 3 votes left. So far, we have no votes that have counted.
Bye, guys.
Vote. David. Does not count.
That was good. That was good, David.
David. Does not count. That's 5 votes for Jake, all negated by an idol. 2 votes so far by David, negated by an idol. We have 1 vote left. David. Does not count.
Screaming.
I'm sorry, everyone, for not.
So
telling
what
you.
that means is we have had 0 votes cast that have counted, which means we will have a revote. Since Andrew won individual immunity, you cannot vote for him. Jake and David have both played idols and are now immune. Cannot vote for them, which means Scott, Mike, Chrissy, Amanda, or Brian are the 5 people eligible to receive votes. Per the rules of Cutthroat Survivor, you will not have a chance to whisper or confer. You guys are going to head right back into the voting confessional with CMAC.
Wait,
you guys
Brian's immune, right?
Brian is immune next round, which means he is
take
eligible
him out.
tonight.
Take him out. Take him out.
Yeah, I thought we just can't talk.
CMAC
All right,
is going to
let's
pull you
vote for
guys.
Amanda, guys. Let's vote for Amanda.
Guys,
What did you say? What did you say?
Take the shot.
Amanda.
Take the
Hey.
shot.
Brian, what did you say?
hey, guys.
I'm not
Amanda.
gonna win this
Guys.
game. Brian is.
Guys,
Mute everyone.
Hello,
Stop.
everybody.
They said
Hey,
my name. so I
Everyone
have
on mute
to
now.
Everybody. Hands up.
hands up.
Hands up. You're all on mute.
CMAC is going to pull you guys back into the voting confessional, where you guys will cast your vote for one of those 5 individuals not immune. Again, your options are Scott, Mike, Chrissy, Amanda, or Brian. Andrew is immune because he won individual immunity. Jake and David both played idols and will be immune. Does anyone have any questions before
No
CMAC
talk-
pulls us in?
No talking in between people going. Hands stay up.
All right. Viewers, in case you forgot, don't know how you would, but in case you did, we had a 5-3 vote for Jake and David. 5 votes Jake, 3 votes David. All 8 votes negated by idols. So we had a brand new vote. Since this is still technically a revote, no advantages are eligible to be played at this time. So I'm going to go ahead and read the votes. First vote, Amanda. Second vote, Amanda. Amanda. That's 3 votes, Amanda. Next vote, Brian. Brian. That's 3 votes, Amanda. 2 votes, Brian. 3 votes left. Amanda. The 15th person voted out of Cutthroat Survivor 5, and the 4th member of our jury, Amanda. Amanda, grab your stuff, bring me your torch. It's time for you to go. Snuff.
Sheep will blah, people. Sheep baby.
Well
Amanda,
played,
any
guys.
final words?
Yeah, well played, guys. Like, no hard feelings. Like, not personally hurt. Honestly, like, there's like a couple of you I'm rooting for. And the person I voted for tonight, I think I'd really love to see him go home next. So
I'm immune.
All right. With that, Amanda will be joining the jury. Bye, Amanda.
Bye, Amanda.
Bye, Amanda.
but seriously, no hard feelings, guys.
Good game, Amanda.
Good game.
A good game.
Bye, Amanda.
Okay, is this the part where C-Mac kicks Amanda out?
No, this is part when you give final words.
No.
You get
I
stage.
asked her for final words already.
You
No,
get the
this is where,
final word.
where you give the
Oh, I
wrap
give
up,
up. Oh, that's
Trevor
right. You're on the
Campbell.
jury anyway. You can stay.
Wrap it up.
That's right. I wrap it up. That's hard for me to do. That's my weakness. All right. Well, it was an electric tribal tonight. We had 2 idols played, as well as Brian playing his advantage. That again grants him immunity for next tribal council. There are 7 of you left. You guys are getting pretty close to the end game. Let's see who comes out on top. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Thanks, Julie.